Dear founders, if you're currently fundraising for your startup in the United States, this special invitation is for you. I'm Tanya Mitchell. I'm the host and producer of Startup Investor Pitch Lunch, one of its kind unique virtual event that connects global startup founders from around the world with top prominent Silicon Valley and American investors. Our founders have raised over $100 million since after the pandemic with the help of our event, and we continue to raise funding for you guys and help you maximize the effort of your fundraising campaign. As the world's leading tech ecosystem, Silicon Valley remains number one in terms of the amount of capital invested in tech startups. According to TechCrunch, in 2024, Silicon Valley investors invested over $90 billion of VC funding in tech startups. Most of these funds, as you can imagine, were deployed into AI startups. However, the fundraising landscape has become more challenging in the recent years. First of all, it is an increased competition. Many skilled engineers, AI engineers, got laid off due to recession from big tech corporations and now building the next big thing in AI and competing for the same venture capital, chasing the same investors. Investors are getting completely numb to cold emails and applications from startups due to AI automation. Every investor's mailbox is getting flooded by thousands and thousands of emails, automated marketing campaigns, and that made investors completely irresponsive, which leads us back to the concept of warm introductions, which most founders located outside of the United States or outside of Silicon Valley bubble do not simply have. So it makes your fundraising game harder. Networking has changed after the pandemic. Before the pandemic, we had thousands of networking events with investors in Silicon Valley. And things have changed after the pandemic. We have fewer events. They're less frequent. They're less attended. Most investors are not attending those events. Thanks to Zoom, every investor wants to do a 20-minute Zoom call. They don't want to meet in person anymore. So it's really hard to chase them down in person if you plan to venture in Silicon Valley. That raises barrier to entry for many founders again. Investment criteria became so much more strict. If previous years it was enough for you to just pitch your idea or your prototype stage company or pre-product stage company, these days investors are more demanding. They expect company to already have revenue, to have user growth numbers, and to have product market fit, to have market validation, to have significant traction. And that makes it really hard for early stage, pre-seed, pre-revenue, pre-product, pre-user companies to raise funding from Silicon Valley investors and from US investors in general. This seems like the game is really rigged. How you can even get a chance to raise in this environment that is so competitive, so much noise, and investors become so hard to reach. And this is where Startup Investor Pitch Lunch, our unique fundraising platform, fundraising machine, fundraising system that we've built to help you master your fundraising game and to hack this system. This is where we make a real difference for many global startups, for companies that are coming from locations outside of United States, but also inside United States, but outside of Silicon Valley. We've built this concept to help you maximize your chances to secure funding from investors. I want to invite you to take advantage of this unique opportunity and join our next Startup Investor Pitch Lunch event to present your startup in front of the audience of Silicon Valley investors live. We usually have 15 plus investors attending our events. Unlike in Shark Tank, we have different investors each event based on the type of companies that are pitching. So you will have a chance to not just shine from this virtual stage and reach out to all these amazing investors, but also get their feedback, get their questions, and get an invitation to continue your conversation after the event, which means possibly getting funded just from this one first pitch. What are the terms of participation, you will ask me? We do not take any equity or success fees. There is a registration fee that I will be telling you more about and what is included in each ticket type. As you may notice, we have an overwhelming demand of so many startup founders looking to pitch at our event. We have over 50 founders registering to pitch every day in different locations from around the world. So this line is really long. That is why we optimize the process, and we now do not do in-person or Zoom screening calls with each company. But what we offer you is to record your 5-minute video of your pitch. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have to be clear what you are pitching and what your product is about, what your company is about, what your vision is about. And also send us your pitch deck in a PDF format. The requirements for your pitch deck and for your 5-minute video pitch, you can find in the emails that I was sending to you earlier. So after you submitted your pitch deck and your pitch video and you got through our review process and got an invitation to join our pitch event, congratulations. This is where you got to choose what type of participation works better for you. And here we have 2 types of tickets that you may choose from. Tier 1 pitch event participant ticket includes your live pitch during the pitch event. This is where you will get a chance to get in front of the investors at our virtual stage and present your startup live. You will have 5 minutes to do so, and then you will have 5 minutes to answer investor questions. And we will be also sharing all the contact that you could follow up after the event with the investors that you've been presenting to. But also, second part of this ticket includes this fundraising campaign that we put together for you, investor outreach campaign, which means we will be distributing your pitch video, the recording of your pitch event, along with the pitch deck that you sent to us. We will be sharing all this information with our whole network of 15,000 investors, which includes VCs, angels, family offices, private equity investors, all across different tech verticals and industries. And that typically results with over 500 investors looking at your materials, clicking at your deck, watching your video. So your presentation will continue working for you 24/7 for many weeks after the event. Even when you're asleep, the investors will be reviewing your pitch and getting back to you to continue conversations. So to summarize, for this Tier 1 event participant ticket, you are getting an opportunity to pitch investors live. Plus, you're getting this fundraising investor outreach campaign, marketing campaign, when we send your materials to our whole network of investors. And our second type of participation, Tier 2 pitch event participant, is where we do the same campaign for you, but we do it in an asynchronous format, which means that you are getting your pitch video that is already pre-recorded by you, 5-minute pitch video, plus your pitch deck will be distributed to the same network of investors of our 15,000 investor database all across the United States. And you will be getting the same result, with the only difference that you do not attend the event on Zoom. But what you do, you send us your pitch video. You will just do your best presentation and trust us to distribute it to our whole network. So you will maximize your chances to reach out to maximum amount of investors. So you will get more exposure, you will get more visibility, and this is a good first step to start building relationships with those investors, to get noticed by those investors, and to get the same 500 investors looking at your investment opportunity. And additional services that you're also welcome to book with us if you feel you need a little more help to refine your pitch or your pitch deck, or you can book consulting and coaching services with us for that. Pitch deck review and feedback service, and pitch training live online with me. So this is it, guys. Those are your fundraising tools that we prepared for you. Pitch at our event live and get your materials, your pitch deck, your pitch video distributed as a part of our fundraising investor outreach campaign, or get your pitch video pre-recorded, send it to us, and we will distribute it to our whole network investors, which will ultimately have the same impact, the same result than participating in a live pitch event. And the Investor Roadshow in Silicon Valley is also something that you can plan as the next step, or when you are already getting a sense of traction with investors, when you continue those conversations, then definitely it's time to hit the road and join us here in Silicon Valley to successfully complete your fundraising campaign. I'm excited to have you pitch at our virtual stage. I'm looking forward to receiving your pitch videos, your pitch decks, to help you prepare for our next pitch event. All the prices and all the ticket booking links will be under this video. All materials and instructions will be shared with you. For now, just want to say, don't waste your time. Start recording your pitch video, start putting together your pitch deck, send it all to us. You have my email, you have my phone number. Submit your application today, and we will meet you on the other side. It was Tanya Mitchell, Startup Investor Pitch Lunch. We can't wait to have you rock our virtual stage and become the next success story in the United States.